स्टूडेंट्स डोंट गेट वरी, आपके जून और जुलाई के करंट अफेयर्स होंगे कवर, बट फर्स्ट विल कवर द करंट अफेयर अप टू जनवरी एंड ब्लैक शेडो ऑफ कोर्स फरवरी की सीए आपको इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं लग रही है एंड दीज आर द करंट अफेयर्स स्पेशली रिलेटेड टू योर ARD करंट अफेयर्स, ओके, ARD portion. So once we have covered the current affair up to the January, then we will take June and July, because again June and July, as we have said, are most important. So if we cover it at last, you will memorize it. Okay, so just wait till we have covered the current affair of January. So students, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this class of ARD current affair. Today we'll cover the current affair from the month of February, and this will be the part 1, and after part 1 and part 2 there will be a revision session. Okay, so let's start our class, but before that, if you are new here, do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you can join our Telegram channel too for the PDF of the video. So first of all, we will take the answer of the question that was asked in the last session. Okay, so your question was this: which department has released the advance estimate for the area production of horticulture crop? Your option are Department of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Department of Agricultural Research and Education, Department of Agriculture, Cooperation and Farmer Welfare, Director General of Commercial Intelligence and Statistics, and Director of Economics and Stats. Please also cover the June and July. Of course, agar ek bar see, once we have covered the current affair till the month of January, we will take the current affair from the June and July. So don't worry, बस आप यहाँ पे अभी focus करो. Let's cover the current affair from Feb month, okay? And if see, what is the advantage of doing that? If we cover the current affair from June and July at last, we will memorize it. Okay, so that will be beneficial for you. So try to answer this, and the correct answer of this, many people have given, it was the option 1. That is Department of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Okay, so let's start our class now. So our first question is from the month of February is: who has been elected as the new chairman of the International Rubber Study Group, IRSG? Okay, your option are S. Somnath, A. Vijay Kumar, Saurabh Pahadi, R.K. Jain, K.N. Raghavan. So we are talking about the International Rubber Study Group. So try to answer it. And your correct answer? Yes, it will be K.N. Raghavan. Okay, let's quickly cover this current affair. So see, this is very important for an NABARD examination, because an Indian has been selected as a chairman, and chairman and MDs are usually asked if they are changed or anything. Okay, so we'll quickly cover this now. So news was IRGS has get its new chairman. Okay, so who was the chairman? The chairman was K.N. Raghavan, who is also executive director of Indian Rubber Board. Now talking about International Rubber Study Group. See, this group is important because India has a good production of rubber. So of course, if an Indian is selected there, so it will help India to boost the production. Okay, Anshu has given the right answer. No, that was K.N. Raghavan. So see, from there, under K.N. Raghavan, how much time the membership will be there, or the chairmanship will be there for next 2 years. So your question here is, you have to tell about the Indian Rubber Board, the ministry. Again, we have talked about the Ministry of Indian Rubber Board when we talked about the MREW portal. Okay, that was launched. So your question is, you have to tell the Ministry of Indian Rubber Board, then you have to tell the headquarters. So that answer I need from your side, and I'll cover the further this particular current affair. Now let's talk about the International Rubber Study Group Board. So first of all, it's the only study group that has been selected or that has been approved by the UN. Okay, so that's why it is very important. And this group, International Rubber Study Group, what it is focused on? It focuses on the rubber, as the name says. But the important thing here is, it doesn't focus on the trade of rubber. It focuses on the research, the science, the art, or anything that has to do with the study of rubber. Okay, not the trading of rubber. So it's intergovernmental organization, and secretariat is based on Singapore. So these are your important information. And now let's move to the question I have asked about the Indian Rubber Board. Where was it under which ministry it is come? So your rubber, Indian Rubber Board. See, again it's a trading commodity board. So all the trading commodity board, that it can be APIDA, okay, it can be coffee board, tea board, they all come under the Ministry of Commerce, okay, Ministry of Commerce, and its headquarters is in Kottayam, Kerala. So now let's move to our next question. For your exam, I have told you, do remember the name of the group, the new chairman, the position of the chairman in India, for how much time the chairmanship will be under him, and about the International Rubber Study Group. Okay. So now let's move to our next question. Export of guava in April-Jan of 2021-2022 increased by 260% compared to export of guava in 2013-2014. 2. You have to tell the new value of the export. Okay, very good. Anshu has given the right answer of the last question. Very good. So your option are 1.5 million, 6 million, 1 million, 2.09 million, 3.8 million. So here we are talking about the export. So who will release the data? An export of agri commodity. So who will release the data? That is APIDA. Okay. So try to answer this. The increase was of 260%, and this particular news was covered in PIB and also by our Agriculture Minister on Twitter. So it was covered by both of them. So Rupam has given the answer. Okay, see, export data again becomes important for your exam, and this was the recent data. After that, no data of export. I am again talking about export. No data of export has been provided, especially for the fruits. So Anshu has given the answer. Shri has given the answer. Very good. And your answer will be option D. That is 2.09 million. Okay, now let's cover this particular current affair, and not only guava. Let's talk about the other fresh fruit too. So in general, the export of the fruit has seen surge. Okay. So data again was released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and Indian export of fruit witnessed a surge. See, this particular tweet was shared by Mr. Tomar, and you can see here the surge was there. So talking about, we have talked about guava. Okay, now let's talk about the other fruit. First of all, we'll take a look at the total fruits. So total fruit production, as you can see, of total fresh fruit, that was 302, and among these are other fruit. First we will focus on the special fruit that are important, that is fresh grapes, mangoes and guava. Then there are other fresh fruit beside these three, the other fresh fruit, and in the fruit category the other commodity that comes, that is betel leaf and nut, pan and other thing. Okay, so talking about fresh grape, the export value was 314 million USD. Okay, fresh mangoes $36 million. Then guava was $2.09 million, other fresh fruit 302, this very important, and other betel leaves and the other fruits that are betel leaf and the nut, that is 14 million. Okay, so we have talked about the export. Now who were the importers? Which country was the importer? The largest importer again was the Bangladesh. Okay, then there was Netherlands, UAE, UK, Nepal, Iran, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Oman and Qatar. And these countries have exported more than 86% of our total export. Okay, these countries. So now let's move to our next current affair for your exam. Do remember the values and the major exporter. At least three major importer you should remember. Okay, so now let's move to our next question. Recently, government has lowered the agri cess for the crude palm oil from 7.5% to how much percent? Your option are 5%, 6%, 3%, 3.5% or 4%. See, what is this agri cess we are talking about? It's the tax that government imposes. And as the name suggests, suggest agri cess, that means agriculture tax. So whatever commodity, any agriculture commodity you are growing, government will put some percent of tax, maybe 2%, 10%, any percent of tax government will take from you. So that is known as agri cess, because it's put on the agriculture commodity. So for crude palm oil, as the prices increase, government lower the tax on crude palm oil. Your option are 5%, 6, 3, 3.5. You have to tell the correct answer. Mukesh has given the answer. Okay, Rupam has given the answer. Very good. So your correct answer again will be 5%. Okay, so we will discuss this particular current affair now. So center reduced the agri cess on crude palm oil. That was your news. Now why? See, crude palm oil in the month of Feb, in general, all the food commodity has seen the surge in the price. Okay, whether it's food, oil, grain, anything, there was a surge of the prices. So to combat that, the government has reduced the tax on the crude palm oil from 7.5% to 5%. Okay, now why? Again, globally price increase. Now what will happen? Beside this, beside reducing the tax, government has also imported 0% duty, import duty on crude palm oil, crude soybean oil, crude sunflower. Again, why? To deal with the increasing domestic prices of the edible oil. Beside that, there was the fixed import duty on refined palm oil, that was of 12.5%, refined soybean oil of 17.5%, refined sunflower oil of 17.5%. See, quite easy news. What happened? Your prices increased. To deal with that, your government decreased the agri tax, also decreased the import duty and fixed the import duty on refined oils. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Do remember the value of the cess here for your examination. Now let's move to our next question. Recently in Feb 2022, NABARD has launched, very important because NABARD is involved, JIVA program. What is the core objective of JIVA program? Your option are to promote natural farming, to promote the use of drone technology in agriculture, to increase the area under irrigation, to boost the export capacity of horticulture products, to provide additional fertilizer subsidy on small and marginal farmers. So here we can, if you don't know the answer, try to guess it. How can we eliminate some option and get the right answer? Try to put this kind of approach here. So if we talk about, again, irrigation, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana is there. So we can somehow eliminate the answer. Drone technology we have discussed. So the assistance was increased to 100% or up to again 10 lakh for drone technology in agriculture use for SAU and ICAR and other institutes that are involved in the drone technology. Okay, so here are our answer and Osho has given the answer. Okay, very good. Rupam has given the answer. Very good. And don't worry if you are wrong here, no problem, just don't be wrong at the exam. Okay, here it doesn't matter, but for exam it is important that you are right. And Shri has given the answer. And again, very good, your answer will be natural farming. Okay, so we will discuss this particular current affair. See, if we are talking about NABARD's launch of JIVA. So what is JIVA? JIVA refer to your life force. Okay, anything that is living. So JIVA deal with it will promote the natural farming under the existing watershed and Wadi program. So what it will do, the already existing natural farming that is under watershed and the Wadi program, that will be put under the natural farming. Okay, by the NABARD. So JIVA aim to ensure the principal agroecology, long sustainability and transform the pure pre-existing social and natural capital. See, there will be no new capital given to this particular scheme. This is very important. For JIVA already the watershed and Wadi program fund is there, and that will be utilized to boost the organic farming, and the program is given the name JIVA. Okay, and to improve the farming community under natural farming. So JIVA program will be implemented on pilot basis. First of all, pilot basis where in 25 projects will be put in the 11th state. Now you have to see here why this project is important. See, the 11th state we are talking about, these are eco-sensitive zones, okay, or they come under the agroclimatic zone that are not very good for the other kind of farming. So these kind of zone will be selected and 25 project will be put there. Okay, so on this 25 project we will, in this kind of zone which are sensitive zone, we will do organic farming. Since these sensitive lands cannot tolerate the typical farming that we do using fertilizer, using pesticide, these zones can't take it. So we will try to do organic farming here under the JIVA program, and the fund will be given by existing programs. Okay, now what will be the use of JIVA? Why we are promoting it? So first of all, food and nutritional security, because even in these zone, even in the eco-sensitive zone, people are living, so for their food and nutritional security. Then again, sustainability. If we are promoting organic farming, sustainability will be there, quite easy. Then there will be resilience to the climate change. Okay. Drone tech is under SMAM. Very good, Nuthan. Vigesh, you have given the right answer. So I think this is clear to you. Now let's move to our next question. Recently, Yes Bank has launched Yes Bank Agri Infinity. It was a program. Who is eligible to apply for this program? Your option are Agri Fintech, Agri Tech Startup, farmers A and B, that is Agri Fintech and Agri Tech Startup, or all, that is Agri Fintech, Agri Tech Startup and farmers. So your option E says ki all are correct. See, Yes Bank, they launched a program that is your Agri Infinity. Okay, and what they will offer to whoever eligible to them, first of all, again, financial infrastructure will be there. Okay, then they will provide guidance, whatever program these farmers, agri-tech startup or whatever option are correct, they will bring, and they will check if the program is eligible, if they are beneficial, and they will try to answer. Okay, Osho has given the answer. So don't worry, this is quite easy. Once you have understood about the Agri Infinity, you won't forget it again, because it's such a small news, and your correct answer will be option D. That is Agri Fintech and Agri Tech Startup. Why not farmers? Let's study that. Okay. So about this program, Agri Infinity program, why this program was first launched? See, when we talk about it, it will provide financial solution. We have talked about financial solution in many schemes. Okay, so financial solution will be provided. Why? For food and agriculture ecosystem, by mentoring the entrepreneur ventures in the field. So what will happen? See, it's quite easy. We will choose some company or startup that are already there for the Agri Fintech, whether they are some startups. See, if your farm have any problem, you have pesticide problem, you are not getting enough produce from your farmer, so there are some startup, agri startup that are there, that are trying to find a solution. So what Yes Bank will do? Yes Bank will co-develop these solutions. Okay, if suppose you have idea that if we apply X chemical to our farm, that will improve our farming. So this Yes Bank will co-develop this particular solution with you. Okay. Now, objective to provide entrepreneurs with the access of thriving innovation ecosystem. Of course, Yes Bank is a good bank, so they will have means to do that. Okay, they have sources, and agri startup need these sources, so they will get it. Then there will be the learning and collaborative opportunity within the program that will assist the participant with building, testing, and scaling their solution in the market. You have developed the concept. Now you need a market, okay, to try if your solution is viable or not. So Yes Bank will first of all will provide you a ecosystem where you can develop your solution. Then they will provide you a market where you can check your solution if the solution is eligible or not. Okay, now if we are talking about startup or the company who are growing the solution, so of course the farmers can't apply, as we have discussed in the question. That's why farmer can't apply to this particular scheme or particular program. You can see here the online application were there from 14 Feb. So who can apply? First of all, Agri Fintech, then Food and Agri Tech Startup. Then there are startup which are related to financing or transaction banking. or cash management, but where in the field of food and agriculture value chain. So this particular program, that is your Agri Infinity program, that particularly focus on your startups related to agriculture, startup related to food agri-tech, then startup in digital and cash management and transaction, but again where in the field of food and agriculture value chain. Okay, so now you won't forget it. Okay, don't worry. Now how can you use that? First of all, Yes Bank Agri-Tech Infinity to whom? To tech. Remember, like that. Okay, now let's move to our so I think everything is clear to you from here, and these are the current affairs for today. I hope you like the session. If you have any query, do let me know in the comment. Okay, so for your exam, what you can remember from here, do remember infinity and who is eligible and what are the objectives. For your exam, banks are also important. Okay, whether it's government bank or the public bank, these are important, especially if they are involved in the agriculture, finance and startups or innovation. So these topics are important for your exam. So let's wrap our session here. I hope you'll find the session useful. Thank you so much for attending the lecture. If your query persists, or if you have any question for me, do let me know. You can write to us at hello@edutap.co.in, or you can check our website too. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.